I know, Niko isn't technically an entry fragger, however, hear my argument out before you click off the video. It's Niko, and he can essentially play whatever he wants, whenever he wants, as he just is one of the best players in the world. He's produced a 1.3 impact rating over his entire career, while also getting up to a 1.48 impact rating in the past 6 months, and then also peaking at a 1.54 in the last 3 months of 2021. And this has just reminded everyone across the world why he is known as one of the best in the world that does it. And if we were technically going to look at the actual entry fragger of G2, it would in fact be Jax would be looking at today. However, I felt that Niko would be more appropriate due to his incredible numbers he's just been pulling consistently over the past events. So we all know Niko as the man who has the best deagle in the world and the incredible aim and just an all-round solid player. So I can understand why you may find it weird for me to talk about Niko today as being an entry fragger, as he isn't known for this. He is more known for being, I guess, the star rifler, you can say, similar to like an Elysia's. However, due to G2 needing Niko to step up and find these openings all the time across the map, he is going to be doing that for his team, just like Simple would if Na'Vi needed him to step up as well. We have seen Niko countless times take very confident plays in areas where he shouldn't, and also willing to take the risk of giving the enemy a kill. However, because he knows he is Niko, and we also all know he's Niko, he knows he can out-aim anyone, and he is happy just pushing and looking for entries. I know for sure that G2 really do need Niko to keep putting up these numbers for them to have success moving into 2022. When we talk about just the pure playstyle of Niko here, I think we will notice it is very similar to Yukinda that we looked in the last entry video that I made, as in he is willing to take space and look for the kills to find an entry. The only difference I would really say between the two players in terms of actual playstyle is that I think Niko does play around his team much more than Yukinda does. However, you can see in these situations where no one on his team are actually getting any picks early, then he is willing to go find them. I think you'd be surprised just by watching pro demos yourself of the actual scarce amount of flashes being used while peeking angles. Unless they know, for example, an AWPer is holding an angle, then of course they'll flash it, but they don't want to waste these flashbangs at all, as they only have 10 flashes per round maximum they can have, so they don't want to use it to get these tiny bits of map control when they would rather use it to go on towards the site. However, all of this does come with a bit of a risk, just dry peeking angles for example, but that's where the skill comes into these players, the reliability of their crosshair placement and just pure aim and skill. Niko sometimes does this thing, and I feel a lot of other players also at the top level do this as well, and it is simply just taking control of an entire round themselves. When I say this, I mean they are getting the first pick and then just pushing on top of it and just not worrying what else is going to happen, essentially just closing off the entire area of a map or a site completely. This pretty much just spoon feeds their team the round in a whole, just because of what this one player has done for them. As you can see in this Mirage clip, Niko got the first pick in middle, got control of window, and then has posted up, locking out the entire B rotation. With this announcement of m0NESY joining G2, I am quite curious of how this role of Niko is going to work exactly, because I feel that m0NESY does also have the great potential to do a lot of this heavy lifting in terms of getting these first kills and also getting the space that G2 needs to win these rounds. But until then, we'll just keep seeing these things happen from Niko consistently. It feels like just bringing back rounds completely for his team, and sometimes even having to 1v5 in some situations. Like this one, for example, here on B on Mirage. He just simply lurks up short, is able to catch off KD and watching apps from Kitchen, and then just essentially goes on a spree and just starts eliminating every other player from Heroic. If you look up to Niko yourself as a player who you wish you could be, I don't blame you at all. He is an incredible all-rounded player and an incredible rifler, and I also believe he is an incredible entry as well. However, this does not come very easily, as you will have to put in the work to be able to reach this high level that he has. It's all about consistency. You need to be consistent in your practicing, your warm-up, everything. Just playing the game. That's all you got to do to be able to improve drastically. So regarding the recent community post that I made on should I make a reviewing and rating for fans clips, this would be not just a simple like montage thing to elaborate. It would be more an actual round play out, and I'll be explaining and talking what they could do differently and pros and cons of it. But it was quite on the fence, so it's currently 49 to 51%. I might run it again, but I'm not 100% sure because I feel it could have been misunderstood possibly. I'm not 100% sure. But anyway guys, it's been Glaze, and I'll speak to you very, very soon.